Mic check. 1, 2. Thanks for those who are tuning in. Just continuing to clean these illustrations up for the art book. Trying to get a last couple of style frames done before I order the final draft. I got my hands on the draft the other day. It's looking really good. So just doing some finishing touches. If you guys are curious, if you haven't seen it before, this is what happened with the previous illustration. I think it came together all right. Just added some finishing touches. Not much has changed. Added some shading. Added a couple of other characters and just some finishing touches in the background. So yeah, so that's done. What's up, G-Bass? Thank you for that. I appreciate you tuning in. So that's that. Today we're working on wrapping up this style frame, and we might squeeze in one more style frame in before we call it close. I'm trying to keep the stream to an hour. Got a few things to do today, so I'm trying to make the most of my time. But yeah, as always, ask questions, happy to answer. If not, I'm just going to be heads down working on this. Hope you guys enjoy. Almost done with this one. I've just been cleaning up the coloring here from the original sketch. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Am I an inspiration? I mean, yeah, that's always interesting to hear. I'm just trying to be transparent on my journey with you guys, and you know, hopefully you enjoy the process. For those of you who've been following me since day one, you can tell that I've come a long way with these character illustrations. Still got a long way to go though. Clean these edges up. This piece that I'm working on also came a long way. Show you the original sketch. We were about here. I think I got a time lapse of this somewhere. And then evolved to this. So now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of, yesterday I cleaned up the line work, added the shadow, and now I'm just cleaning up the color layer that was left over from the sketch. And then I can move on to the next one. Not sure which one I'll do next, but we'll see. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Something was throwing me off with this. Let's read that, I think. Thank you, G. I mean, yeah, a lot of it is kind of just sitting with the piece for a while, trying not to rush it. That's something that I've noticed in the last year that's helped my work improve a bit, is just when I'm done with something, not necessarily sort of calling it quits right there, kind of sitting with it for like a day or two, even a week, and then coming back and seeing if it actually works. Even if I've already shared it on social, that doesn't mean that I would consider it done. That's the advantage of digital too, is, you know, you could always kind of refine. But learning when to call it quits is important too, obviously. To clean up this part. I considered it. You know, with these style frames, because I was kind of going for some more texture, they're not made in vector, so I can't print it that big. But this piece is, I think this piece is pretty huge already. Let me see. Yeah, 10,000 pixels. So if I were to DPI, yeah, it's like 33 inches. That's still a very good size. So yeah, it's possible. See what happens once this book is done and out. I can put my energy back into the exhibition, trying to like figure out where it'll be and trying to make some connects to see if I can find a space. Problems for next year, one thing at a time. Up. One thing I'm considering is demonetizing these live streams so that I can have music in the background. Not sure how you guys feel about dead space, just hearing clicks and my AC unit in the backdrop. Doesn't make for the most exciting experience. Yeah, funny you should say that. I actually have a course that I did. Registration for that will open up again, but that kind of breaks that down. But even outside the course, yeah, I'll often share my inspiration. Maybe that might be a fun like live stream to do. Is one of these live streams, I'll show you guys an example of how I create a piece from start to finish. Maybe break it up into like a series of live streams or something. I'm doing a webinar. I'm doing a webinar in a couple weeks, which I'll announce that on Instagram and out here, which is totally free. But besides that, yeah, some live streams that maybe like show you guys how I create a piece from start to finish might be useful. We'll be happy to have you, G. We'll be happy to have you. Let's see here. Lo-fi, yeah, you know, that's a good idea. Lo-fi tracks might be a way to go about it. I have some music, like my brother's a producer, so I could play some of his stuff in the backdrop too. Maybe I'll test that out in a different stream. I might test it out here. I don't know. We'll see. He's got some tracks and stuff that he's produced for himself, some DJ mixes and things like that. How do I delete this? Clean this up. Let's see, did I do everything on this? Yeah. Welcome, Dominique. I might try something, guys. Hold on. Since you guys are active in chat, let me know if this works. Hold on. Let me try something real quick. See if I could put something on. I'm just gonna go on SoundCloud real quick. See if I can find my brother's page. Let's see. Profile. Is it? I know he's got. Oh, we go. Albums. Tracks. There we go. Let me know how the sound goes for you guys. Hold on. Let me know if it's too loud or if it's too low, or just right. I've got something going on in the background, I think. Let me know if you hear anything.
Your parents, your homeboys, your homegirls, everybody, you know what I mean? I always want to stay grounded and stay true to all the people that stayed true to me on my journey. I've always been comfortable with my own skin. I understand that I'm human and gonna make mistakes. I wouldn't want a perfect life at all. You know what I mean? There's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? I've failed plenty of times, but I get back up.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know. Nice. Thank you, G. Thank you, Dominic. Yeah, get the zine, man. If you guys are interested, be sure to get my zine in the shop.
I have to have at least 30 minutes to myself.
Still got a handful left.
If it's not on the daily,
And once it's gone, it's gone. And then after that, I have the art book coming up, and then I probably won't release the next zine until like 2026 or, yeah, probably like around 2026, beginning of 2026. Because I've got the book that I want to sell first before I release another zine. I went to school for architecture and studied architecture for a good chunk of my youth, man. Like, did undergrad, went to grad school, and then I graduated in a market that wasn't really hiring anybody, so I had to pivot. During that time, though, ever since undergrad, even before then, like in high school, I was always into the arts. You know, like the old school, like typical story of any sort of artist, you know, drawing since I was 5, inspired by all kinds of stuff, cartoons, anime, and it just didn't seem like a viable career choice, which is why I went into architecture. Might do a video about that as well, just kind of sharing my art journey and my process of how I got here. But yeah, I pivoted from architecture into full-time illustration, graphic design, and landed my first gig in New York City, and then the rest is history, you know. Now I'm freelancing full-time, and it's got its ups and downs, but honestly, I can't imagine myself doing anything else. Even with the architecture stuff, like, it was all a necessary part of the journey. You feel me? Done with this piece. Just cleaning up some of the blue shading here. Oh yeah, this needs some as well. Guessing a little bit because my light source is kind of coming from above, but kind of also mixing it between what makes sense versus what looks good with this shading. Oh, another idea I have for a potential live stream series is just kind of shifting gears a bit. Something I'll do maybe later is this maybe like doing some fan art. Like I started this Street Fighter sketch, which was a lot of fun. It was meant to be a warm up, but let me see if I can find it for you guys. Let's see here. It should be. Oh yeah, I know where to find it. So here, this little sketch of Makoto. Might do like the whole Third Strike roster, who knows? Or just like my favorite characters that I've played over time, you know. Whether it's from Third Strike, SF4, Street Fighter 2, whichever. That might be a fun little series to do. We'll see. Play around with that. Yeah, because I'm basically going to be doing these live streams around topics that interest me, you know. I'm not trying to overthink it too much, and then, you know, I'll let you guys know whenever I do it, ideally in advance, or if it's not, you know, obviously follow me on whatever social. Probably should have posted this on Twitter too. My Twitter's not that active, so. Yeah, the summer skins did come out for SF6. Man, I miss playing that game. I kind of avoided it for a while when it first came out, mainly because, to be completely honest, I wasn't really feeling the look of it. I don't know. Every game is kind of going for hyper-realism. Like, I don't know what it is with these next-gen games, but they're always looking for hyper-realism. And for me, what's more important is gameplay and style. Like, if you're going for hyper-realism, everything's going to start looking the same to me. So I wanted to play it, but then eventually I did. I caved, picked up Cammy because they didn't have my main. And it's fun, man. The game is fun as hell. I plan on picking it up again once work slows down. Because I see, like, you know, Season 3, Year 3 is out. They got Sagat. My man's looking serious. He'd be fun to draw, too, actually. I think it's interesting that they included some Fatal Fury characters in there, too. My main is... It changes between the game, but... from SF... I'll go backwards. SF5, it was Karen. Karen. Yeah, the annoying one. The one with the annoying laugh. She was my main for a while. Although, arguably, she was probably a bit too advanced for me. My footsies at the time weren't great. I mean, they're still not that great, but my understanding of Street Fighter footsies was quite novice, even when 5 came around. I was definitely the kind of player that was caught up on, like, landing a combo versus actual strategy. So my understanding of footsies and whatnot didn't really kick in for me until SF4. And it took me a while to really understand and grasp, like, what it means to have good footsies. And ironically, picking Karen, you have to have a good understanding of footsies to really be successful with her. So it took me a long time to get good with her, even remotely decent with her. Still wasn't that great. It didn't really peak till after the lifetime of the game when SF6 came out. So I was still playing SF5 pretty religiously even after SF6 came out. Not a lot of players were on live anymore, obviously, because everyone moved over, but still a fun game to play. Akuma is diabolical, yes. And yeah, gee, the twist with my style, I definitely considered it. I did like a quick test on the Makoto I did as a sketch, just her in all black, and it does look cool. But I also like challenging myself a little bit because, you know, that black and white style is like my bread and butter. So with these sketches, I kind of want to try something a little different for myself, and for me it would be like kind of understanding character design and trying to apply something and keep it true to model. But that being said, it's still a cool idea. I still might do that as like an add-on to the series. We'll see, like an alternative, where I'm drawing the original and then I'm side by siding it with like a sort of black and white style. We'll see. missing anything. I think this
See,
is
that's another thing. When you talk about a revolution, most people think
much there. I'm gonna leave the pedals kind of like this sketchy style. I kind of like that as is. Kind of change it up a little. Might clean up some of the bits here though. Yeah, let's take this to make these thicker.
Because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence
And
that
let's
exists on the surface
clean these up.
everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions.
What is it you wanted me to reconcile myself to? I was born here almost 60 years ago. I'm not going to live another 60 years. You always told me it takes time. But it's taken my father's time, my mother's time, my uncle's time, my brother's and my sister's time, my nieces and my nephew's time. How much time do you want for your progress?
before, but you were so versatile.
You are, it seems, a man of many skills. A rare combination.
Come on.
in a certain kind of patronizing way. Education just says all these people need is
Go.
basic survival tools, like their degrees, so they
See
can
how
get
we're
a
doing
job.
for time. It's been
I think
45 minutes
thinking
already.
critically is at the heart of anybody transforming
Should
their
I
life, and I
do-
really believe that a person who thinks critically, you know, may be extraordinarily disadvantaged materially,
I've only got 15 minutes left on this stream.
find ways to transform their lives.
I'll just get started maybe on another style frame. I'm always down for collaboration if opportunity strikes and it's with the right person. You know, case in point, I'm actually in talks with somebody right now who may be able to help me bring some of these characters to life through story. So if ever there was a collaboration that would happen for me in the near future, it'd be that. Just trying to see how I can make this world really come to life. Because now that I have the art book, it's kind of about pitching the idea to people who are interested, and luckily I may have someone that'd be willing to help out that's in the industry. We might be working together on another project as well anyways, so that's why that's where that connection came from. More on that later. That's under NDA. Can't really say much more than that, but really exciting project that I'm in store for in the near future. But yeah, always down to collaborate. Collaboration's fun, man. It's you know, especially being freelancer now, you know, it's lonely. It can be really lonely just working for yourself with no one to like lean on, confide in, bounce ideas off of, even fail with. Like, you know, failing with a team is much easier to cope with than failing alone in a lot of ways. So change this one here. Let's see. Already got that graphic. done, I'm just gonna try something real quick. Curious to see if this even works. I don't think it will.
Now something I found to remind you of the truth. When you are a kid, it's easy. You are not afraid to try, to dare. You do it just because you like it.
Yeah, nah, I don't think it works. I think this is fine as is. Alright. I think that's it for now.
So my advice to you.
We're already nearing the hour, so I'm gonna call it. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in once again. No live stream tomorrow. I was hoping to do it tomorrow, but I won't be in the studio, so another live stream coming next week. Probably with something else thematically. We'll see. But it's been a pleasure, guys. You all have a good one, and yeah, I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much.